Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Miguel back with another video, and we finally have the Pixel 7 Pro in hand. We have a fairly similar looking box here as last year's Pixel 6 Pro, and even the design of the phone, at least from the box here, is not too different. We still have the Cyclops visor type design for the back cameras, but this time Google used metal instead of plastic for the visor. The variant that we have today has 12 gigs of RAM, which comes default on all models, and we have 128 gigs of internal storage, although it is also available in 256 and 512 gigs. The color we have is a very interesting one as well, which is called Hazel, which really isn't hazel apart from the camera visor and the railings. The back is a very light green, which I can see here says verde, which is green in Spanish, but I do like this combination, and I think it looks better than the black and the white models. Opening up the box, we have the phone right up front, and just below it we have a couple of things, including this very thick looking paperwork or booklet. We also have the SIM ejector pin, a Type-C to Type-C cable, and as always a Type-C dongle used to transfer your data from one phone to another, which we've seen in previous Pixel phones as well. Removing the front plastic cover, we'll also go ahead and turn on the phone, and while that is happening, let's take a look at the design. The design overall is very sleek, which is something that I always loved about the Pixel phones. We have a full metal body wrapped with glass on the back and front. You can see the volume rocker and the power keys here on the right side of the phone. On the bottom, we also have our USB-C port alongside two speaker slots, and on the left side we have the SIM tray. The Pixel SIM comes with dual SIM, but only one being a physical nano SIM. The second one is actually an eSIM, which is available based on where you are located. On top of that, you can also see that we have a cutout, which I assume is for the millimeter wave 5G connectivity. Now that the phone is on and set up, out of the box you will be getting Android 13 with up to 5 years of Pixel updates, which is always a plus. The Pixel 7 Pro also comes with Google's own internal SoC, which is the Tensor chip. This time the Gen 2 Tensor or G2 chip has been introduced on a 4nm platform. And if we talk about performance, we did do an Antutu benchmark test, and this gave us a pretty decent result of around 740,000 points, which isn't the highest in the market. It's still a very good score, but one of the things that you have to keep in mind is that the Tensor chip really is not built for raw performance. They are mostly built for efficiency, which gives you better battery life, and is focused on machine learning and a lot of other AI features like the crazy unblur feature and the text-to-speech, and as I said, a lot of other AI focused features which are based on the cameras and a lot of different internal features that Google has introduced with the Pixel 7. Looking at the camera, which has always been a plus on the Pixel phones, we have a triple camera setup on the back with the main 50 megapixel, a second 12 megapixel ultra wide, and a 5x optical zoom, which consists of a 48 megapixel camera. And this is a very clever setup because what it does, it combines the different zoom levels to take really good photos with very good quality, which otherwise would not be possible with a telephoto camera. You can also shoot up to 4K video with up to 30 and 60 FPS and slow-mo with 240 FPS. On the front, we also have a pretty decent 10.8 megapixel wide angle selfie camera, and alongside with that you get to see a ton of other features on the camera app like long exposure cinematic mode, which works exactly like the way it works on an iPhone, and you also have panorama and other options that have been introduced this time with the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro. On the display side of things, we have a 6.7-inch LTPO AMOLED display, which means that it can go down to 10 Hz and up to 120 Hz whenever needed, and that massively will help you in prolonging the battery life of the phone since it won't always be amped up at 120 Hz. The display also has a slight curve, so it's not exactly flat, and it also has a maximum brightness of 1500 nits, which should be plenty even if you're using your phone outside in sunny conditions. Battery wise as well, the Pixel 7 Pro has a 5000 milliampere battery, which is more than enough to last you all day. Anyways guys, that was a very quick look at the Pixel 7 Pro. I'll do a more in-depth review of the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro, and starting at around 3,300 dirhams, it's not a bad price at all considering you are getting a true Android flagship phone. And let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Yalla, bye bye.